In this video I'm going to show you how to remove and replace the seals on the half shafts, in particular this one here on the differential side, the equivalent on the other side, and also the one in the centre here. The nice thing about these is that these are one of the few parts that are available from Porsche as replacements, including the double seal in the middle. So I'll show you how to replace those. Prior to being able to replace the seals, you clearly need to remove the half shaft from the side that you're replacing. If it is just the one on the outside, have a look at the video that I made on how to remove those. That's pretty simple. If you need to remove the one out of the center, that double shaft, you'll need to remove both half shafts. You'll need to remove this couple here and also remove the differential from the inside. Again, that's in that video. To remove these ones on the outside, you just need a big screwdriver. We're just going to lever the thing out. I would suggest just putting something on the other side here so you don't damage the housing, and then we're just going to lever this thing up. It doesn't take that much force. And with your new one, I would just put a layer of oil around the outside there, and we're just going to push it in. It actually doesn't go in there that tightly, and then this one's just going to push all the way home. You need to push it all the way down because it's going to come to rest on the inside of that. So push it down as far as it can go. If it's struggling a bit, you may just need to get a screwdriver or a mallet and sort of just go around the edge around here and just give it a little bit of a tap to put that into place. That one actually comes out a little bit more easily than the other side. To remove the double seal on the inside here, you want a slide hammer or appropriate tool that's going to get in on the inside here and pull it out this way. It's not in there that tightly. The attachment I'm just going to use on the slide hammer is that one there. That little piece there, so it goes around the corner. You don't want it to go around too far. The depth on the inside part of the seal, because it's narrower than this one here, this bit's 55 mil, the other one's 52. You only want that to be about 5 mil or so, and then it's not going to catch on the housing on the inside. But with that in there like that, and out it comes. And you can see those two parts to the seal. The way this seal is designed, there are obviously the two parts to it, and they interlock into each other. You can see how the inside portion is narrower than the outside, and it's got this steel piece on the inside which is designed for you to get around with your hook and pull that out. If you don't have much room, because there's not that much room to move, especially in a 911, this is something that I also tried which worked fine. It's just a big washer with a couple of nuts, and all I did was I put a piece of metal and a nut on the end of this and then just whacked that off, but that would just go through there like that. So you don't want that to stick out any more than about 5 millimeters or so. There's a weep hole in here, and design of that is so if oil comes from the clutch section out this way or from the gear section that way, before it goes through the other seal to the other side, it comes out the weep hole, and it comes out of down here. So in this little gap in here between the diff and the rest of the housing. For installation of this, you can see there are these notches here at every 90 degrees. So to align with that weep hole, I'd make sure I have one of those at the bottom, and I'm going to put the first one in, and I'm just going to gently put it there so it's even, because if I just push that hard, I can just push that out the other side, no problems at all. So I don't want to do that, obviously, and I'm going to use the outer seal to push it into place. So make sure that notch there is aligned to the bottom. Just make sure it's in there centrally, and then when we get the other one, these notches here will slot into it and push it out the other side, and then I'm just going to push it in. Make sure it's nice and even. Have some oil on the outside of it so it slots right in. And if you need to, because it's not pushing all the way in, I just use a dowel, so you're not going to damage anything. Just give that a gentle tap around the outside to push that evenly into place, and that should be perfectly flush around the perimeter there when it's installed correctly.